Hi, everybody, Yara here. Actually, yesterday I was going to do a follow up astrologically and energetically on the high tension event that could happen on in and around the 15th. And I was gonna say, and I'm not joking, because I spoke to somebody yesterday that I was going to do that, but in the end, it was a bit too late in the evening. And I was going to talk about the fixed star Algol that is associated to the Gorgons, the myth of the Gorgons and Medusa. In Arabic astrology, Algol is associated to decapitation. So I was going to go back to that very volatile and explosive conjunction in Taurus happening on the 15th, and also looking at Algol that is directly associated by degree or is in the mix of this quite volatile conjunction between Mars and Uranus. And many responded that they didn't feel anything. I felt that it was sort of multi-layered, but I couldn't put my finger on it, and so I let it lie. But then I looked at Algol again, which is in Arabic astrology. Algol is associated to, Algol has a very negative connotation of a bringer of, like beheadedness, or a quote unquote quite a violent event. So actually what I was going to say is that clearly Joe Biden, due to his dementia, is losing his head, because this conjunction actually has sort of implications, so to speak, in both presidential candidates' charts. And it obviously hit, as I believe, Donald Trump's midheaven, and is opposition to Joe Biden's son. But events unfolded, and there was this assassination attempt on Donald Trump. Be deep state or not, it is a high tension event, because everything is now put on hold with the presidential elections. There's a lot of questions how such a breach could have happened. The shooter lost his life, and looking into this, how come that nobody spotted the shooter that was on a roof? But it's not that. I don't take political stances. It's a high tension event that unfolded, and will certainly make waves, because once Mars goes over this conjunction, sorry if I pull the astrology hat here, the high tension will be over once Mars moves away from that conjunction, but Uranus is still in a tight conjunction with Algol. Algol doesn't really move a lot, that's why it's a fixed star. And Uranus will make retrogrades and, again, forward motion on Algol. Okay, Mars is not there, but it could mean that many people will lose their heads. Let's say, can't think straight, and it most possibly might mean what I've been seeing, that there's not going to be a November election date where you vote. I feel it's not going to go ahead, and this really came from the left field, because I really thought, yeah, it's Joe Biden that is going to be removed under the 25th Amendment. So let's see how it unfolds. I say again, I do not take any political stance. I'm not interested in politics because I think it's toxic, and yeah, I mean, sorry if I say that, that's my personal stance, but of course I do not judge anybody supporting the one camp or the other. I I sort of hold my hands up and say, no, not taking any stance. It was just interesting to see, and I'm certainly not the only astrologer that saw this sort of coming, that one or the other will be impacted. So I will come up with channelings again. I just wanted to do the follow up that sometimes, yes, astrology works. And just a last thought, if you are in a sort of verbal fight with somebody, up until the 18th, once Mars has gone over, try not to get embroiled in futile disputes about something. Walk away, say, I'll be back in a few days, and then maybe we can talk a bit more calmly, if possible. I'm not quite sure in this particular circumstance in the US. I feel this is going to spark a lot of tensions. I really pray that this is not going to happen, but I can't see how this is not going to happen. Alrighty, love you all, and I'll soon be back with channelings. I just wanted to do this follow-up. Love you all. Have a lovely 14th of July. Here it's Bastille Day, which I find quite ironic because so many people lost their heads on Bastille Day during the French Revolution. Alrighty, love you all.